For question 1 of the review, it asks us to give precise definitions of the following. This question will be a matching activity on the test. So let's just briefly go over the definitions here. A point is a dot. It has no dimension. It just signifies a location. A line is a straight path that extends both directions forever. It has no width. It only has length, but because it's infinite, it can't really be measured. A segment is a piece of a line that has two endpoints and all of the pieces between them. So it's a short length of line that can be measured because it's been cut on both ends. A ray is a piece of a line that only has one endpoint, so it extends the other direction forever. It's like the sun's ray. It originates at the sun and shines outward and keeps going forever. So a ray has one endpoint and a direction. A plane is a flat surface. It's made of infinitely many lines and points, and it's a flat surface that extends forever. So it's like a two-dimensional slice through space. Like if you had a piece of paper that was infinitely large. That's a plane. It has two dimensions. It has length and width, but it doesn't have any depth. It has no thickness. Collinear is a word that means on the same line. So you can have lots of points that are on the same line. They're all collinear. Coplanar means on the same plane. So you could have many lines or points that are all on the same plane. Let's go ahead and take a look at our second question. The second question says we want to name these figures. We want to use our naming notation, not just the vocabulary word. Now, knowing the vocabulary word is absolutely helpful. So for question A, it starts at point A and moves toward B and through B and continues on that direction forever. So we just said a ray is something that has one endpoint and a direction. So this is ray AB. And in order to write down its name, I need to write the letter that it starts at first. It starts at the endpoint A, and it moves toward the point B, and it goes through it and continues forever. So my naming notation would start with the endpoint, and then I write down the letter that it moves toward, and then I make sure that it's wearing the hat that shows the diagram of a ray. So the hat shows the diagram of a ray. This diagram, when we write the name, will always point to the right, even if my ray in my picture is pointing a different direction. And in order to ensure that it always points to the right, you have to begin with the endpoint and then write the letter of the point that it's moving toward. Then your notation can always have the arrow pointing to the right. For question B, we have a point at P and a point in Q, and my diagram only shows the connection between the two of them. It doesn't extend in either direction. So it has two endpoints. This is a segment. A segment is a piece of a line that's been cut on both sides and includes only the points in between those two endpoints. So it's only the portion that goes between P and Q. This segment has a name that could have those endpoints written in either order, PQ or QP. Either way is fine. But I have to make sure my notation has the proper hat, which is going to be a diagram of a segment. No arrows. It does not continue in either direction, only from P and Q and between them. So if I see this notation with the hat and no arrows, I know that it's talking about a segment. The last diagram I have here is the diagram of a line. It has arrows going both directions to show it goes both ways forever. So this is line CD. And in order to write the name of this, I can use, again, the points in either order, either CD or DC, it doesn't matter. But I have to make sure that I put the diagram of a line on top. So I'll make it wear a hat that has the arrows going both directions. So if I see the notation with those arrows going both directions written down on paper, I know that it's talking about a line.